Oh,
You'll have to
Jesus.
handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Alright, we can search those relic ruins later. Yeah, Aloy's being hella distant right now.
I'll fill up while I can.
Yeah, hopefully all this doesn't bite her in the ass. Like, I get it, you want to keep this person, keep it to yourself, because it's personal. Between all the stuff that happened with Elizabeth, or Elizabeth, but shit, she needs to open up, let people help her.
There's the quarry Phyllis mentioned. And it's full of whispers.
Ah! There we go. Jesus.
That's it! Smash him to scrap!
One less machine.
Give me your stuff.
Those acid spitters brought friends!
Oh, just more of them.
Ah! Look at that thing drop!
Another one down.
Should have missed.
Someone down!
One less machine.
Oh, jeez, I didn't see that one. Oh, what's the... Oh, I thought I hit that in the weak point. There we go.
Another one down.
And this must be a normal bristleback. Oh, it's a fire bristleback. Got it.
There. Quarry's safe.
And I'm still surprised you can loot the bodies. The ones that you kill with acid explosion. That you would think they would do something like, since acid eats away all the armor, it'd probably just melt down all the components too, so you can't salvage from it. So kind of give you like a risk reward. You can outright kill the thing quickly, but you get no components.
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work. But Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Elvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to shore barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet.
Nah, maybe there's a cauldron nearby that's manufacturing them.
I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
And I see a bunch like fighting in the background too. What the hell?
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news. And maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Now, let's see, how far back is it? I really don't want to burn my travel packs. No, I'll do it just to make things go faster. Yeah, and I won't be recording for long, folks, because I got a lot of stuff to do.
Be welcome, Elven.
Time to give Wadis to Barren Light.
Alright, where's Wadis at? Because I still need to get the Team Fatal Fury KOF video out, and then gotta obviously get this ready. And then the Witch Queen DLC for Destiny 2 came out, so I have to play that. So I get like some progress done on all three of those fronts before Elden Ring comes out. Which, heads up, I'm not gonna do a playthrough of. I'm just gonna play it and do a review on it, which will happen. Because I said to myself this year, because I know last year I said I was gonna do this, that, and the third, and I didn't do jack squat because shit just got in the way. But this time, I'm definitely doing it. Y'all watch this video, when you hear me say it at this juncture, hold me to it.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says.
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay.
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
Well, I shall not be moving anywhere until the whistle has sounded. If it is not safe for them, then it is not safe for me.
Oh my god, you old
I'll make
bastard.
sure the whistle gets blown, and then I'll be back.
Hear that? We're not leaving yet. Unpack the cart!
No. I'll be right back. Don't get comfortable.
As if that were possible here.
Petra mentioned Olvind is supposed to be in charge around here. Guess I should talk to him to get the whistle blown.
So we can do that. Ow.
We are on the same side here, Olin. The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Give it a rest, would you?
We all know it was the Carja who let the bristlebacks into the valley, sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is preposterous. Why would we let dangerous machines into our own land?
You mean the land that honest Osram laborers work tirelessly with no say in its governance? The land that, should you sign the decree,
Oh, you and that damned concession decree.
would be managed by the people who actually live and work on it.
Alright, this guy's close by. Let's talk to him.
Do you want, Albert? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfent Frio, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Yeah, I'd probably buy that a fuck ton.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osseram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Oh, this man's full of shit.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
Alright, enough of your shit. Blow the whistle.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again. The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And
Goddamn.
Ulvin has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Aha.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Alright, new side quest, the Bristlebacks. Merchants are now available. You can purchase new equipment, restock resources, and sell needed items at the merchants. Stitchers sell protective outfits, hunters sell new weapons, herbalist potions, and cooks sell skill boosting food. Alright, that's new. We have cooks we can buy food from.
Chain Scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barrenlight. Better see what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
You look like some.
Let's see what this is. It's from Explorer and Nora Huntress. Oh, cool. It's Aloy's starting gear. See what these skills are. Recover health when using Silent Strike. Reduce your visibility to enemies. Okay. So it's a stealth suit. This is good against frost and arrows. This is good against melee and acid. Critical strike does more damage. Power attacks do more damage. Okay. Alright, so the suits are definitely the outfits are playing more of a role into the defense. Because the first game, what they did was just give you a slight defense against certain attacks.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Rick. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Alright, cool. So this is the weaponsmith. Fire hunting bow. So I can do fire and acid. Warrior bow. Fast firing bow made for close quarters. Oh, it's like a little hand repeating bow. And a sharpshooting bow. Alright, so that's heavy damage. Yeah, I can buy resources too. That's cool.
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Damn. Yeah, everyone out here with the roast. And there's supposed to be a... That's my stash. There's Wadi. Here's the tavern. Talk to this person over here real quick.
Hey, Milda. Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
Alright.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way, assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Cool.
Wild meat. Just need to cook some bitter leaf and grab a metal panel from the scrounger.
So gotta do that to get my food boost. Let's talk to the magistrate real quick.
Savior, thank you for taking the time. My condolences that you had to endure Ulvin's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvin up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvin wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, He could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King, even with the valley working again. Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Alright, so now we know this dude's damn greedy term. He's just taking a bad advantage and spinning it against the Karja. That way he can just have the Daunt become his property. And then pretty much just work the Oseram into just doing fucking slave labor so he can get all the money. And then just say screw him. Wow.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Alright, I'm having a feeling that either there's a cauldron nearby that's manufacturing these bristlebacks, or this Uverin cunt has some mineral resources that's making the bristlebacks go like wild and start attacking anything in sight and send them in through the valley. It could be both. Alright, we're just gonna grab all the quests. Because I think so far... Alright, Bristlebacks is side quests, and these are just... Alright, errands. Yeah, so the errands are just fetch quests. I'll just do those off camera. I'll save the main quest and the side quest for the playthrough.
Corvin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Ulvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Ulvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? How come Ulvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Ulvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvin?
He's their foreman, and a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvend, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvend who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvend's wrath than die buried in rubble.
Yeah, so these dudes are just practically slave laborers for this Olvend dude.
You mentioned you were injured in cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Alright, new side quest, Deep Trouble. Is that an actual side quest? It is, okay. So we got enough time. Let's do this small one, this Dash of Courage. Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely going to focus on doing the main story missions a good chunk. Chain scrape. Wait, do I even have my override ability unlocked?
I can get data to override machines from cauldrons. Just need to find one.
No, nope. I gotta find cauldrons for these guys. Shit. What's this? Over here. Nope, gotta cough. Oh, jeez, that was weird. I coughed and sneezed at the same time. What the hell? Alright, cool. Gotta be on the lookout for green shine. Alright, where's this scrounger site?
Thanks for my stash when I need it.
A fire fanghorn, huh? It's cool to like little deer. Give me your stuff.
Scroungers. Notif said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
Gotta get around them first.
check another scrap pile.
And die.
This is getting quicker.
I forgot these things do pack calls. Bring all their friends over here. Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ, that hurt.
Now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Oh, these things do a lot of damage early on. There you go.
This metal panel should work for Mildef. Now I just need to gather some bitter leaf. You look edible. Once you're cooked.
Yeah, I see. Looks like I see the last bitter leaf.
I think I have everything I need for Mildef. Good thing too. I could use a decent meal.
Cool. And now it'll just be about it to end the stuff here. First things first, I'm gonna complete the quest. Ah, it's just the fang horns. Yeah, trying to steer clear. That way I don't get attacked. I definitely can't wait to see how powerful the bigger machines are going to be. I know when I fight the Slither Fangs again, one is actually at full health with all of his weapons intact. That's gonna be rough. No, wait, what was that hint that just popped on my screen and just went away?
Nora in the Daunt. Now I've seen everything.
Here we go.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Ulvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Now please make me something tasty, my human-sized Pelico. No, I'm sorry, that was a giant Monster Hunter reference.
If that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. Your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Please tell me he's making like a meal that's laced with laxative. Alright, for temporary benefits and skill boosts, Mildred's Meals has reduced your concentration recovery time. Bring ingredients to cook throughout the world to purchase food. Only one food effect can be active at a time.
It would be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Alder's cooking up.
Okay, so this is definitely like Monster Hunter.
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Oh, Jesus, it is. A simple meal prepared by tossing odds and ends of vegetables into a pot. 20% max health for 3 minutes. Restores 20% health and stamina. Bitter brew boar. Okay, so that's what we just technically ate right then and there. Boost concentration regained by 3 levels for 3 minutes. This is pretty cool. Alright, so I can buy this and I can actually use it on the go. Alright, that's a very neat effect. But if we got upgrades like that flying around, then you definitely know the machine's gonna hit like stupid trucks. Wait, what is this unknown machine strike? I'm gonna check this one item over here.
Aloy, change your mind on Hey, Ray. Fancy a game of strike?
Sure.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Strike. Okay.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces.
Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Alright, so I can only move it twice.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Alright, so I just gotta attack.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then.
Okay.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece.
Okay.
You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're going to receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Okay, so this is all pretty much
Don't be a stranger.
this game of Strike is just wizard chess, more or less.
Knew you couldn't resist some good company.
Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's talk to Petra real fast and I'll call it.
For that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja flavors.
Alright, what brought you here?
Thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Olvend.
Around here, everything's about Olvend.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvend?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvend has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, I have to be going. Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Yeah, we definitely got a motivation to stop this shit from happening. And we know more of it's going to get unraveled as it goes. What's this? This got updated. No, it's the same thing. Okay. Alright, what's the campfire? I'm gonna do a quick save. Wait, do these not go green? That's weird. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Alright, so we are done. I'm gonna call it here. This one was a bit more talking and more lore stuff, which that's just gonna happen with this game. So hopefully next time there should be more combat. So we gotta go to the embassy, get this set up, and then there's 2 side missions we need to do. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys were thoroughly entertained. I hope so. But until then, I'm gonna catch you guys later. So be safe, wear your mask, take good care of each other. I'll see you for more Horizon and definitely more KOF. Catch you later.